What's going on, guys? So as a slow runner myself, I'm gonna give you 5 tips on how to run slow. All right, guys, so here on my channel, I've run anything from, a 6-hour marathon to a 4:21 marathon. I've even DNF'd a marathon. I DNF'd a few races, and I DNF'd the Houston Marathon one year because I didn't run it in the time of 6 hours. So I got over 6 hours. I was able to finish, collect my medal, run through the finish line. But when the results came out, my time was a DNF because I didn't run fast enough to do a 6-hour marathon. And since then, I've been training for a 100-mile ultra marathon where my pace is not going to be anything crazy fast. In fact, I just want to finish. And if I just want to finish, I think my pace could be like a 15-minute mile. And pace, slow, fast, that's all relative. My slow could be your fast. My fast could be your slow. So this is just what I do in order to keep on running. And for myself, that is slow running. And what is slow running? Slow running is not just going out there and running a race with no training and running slow, like you are forced to walk. What I want to talk to y'all about is slow running for a purpose. Like for my ultra marathon, I don't want to be running a 10-minute mile for any of it. Like I want to run slow because I know if I do run a 10-minute mile, even for the first 5 miles, that'll probably blow up my whole race and I won't be able to finish the race because I just ran too fast. So for this video, I'm gonna give you 5 tips of slow running. And the first one is an important one. It is do not care what other people think about your pace. Like that stopped you and that stopped me from a lot of runs. Like even I don't even want to go outside sometimes in the beginning because I thought that I was too slow. I might not join a running group because I think I'm too slow for them. And I've experienced the run group, and I've had my own running group, the Golden Challenge Starters, for a long time. And people will come out and they'll be like a 10-minute pace and think that they are too slow to run with a running group. It doesn't matter whatever your pace is, just go out there and run. Go on that treadmill in the gym and run, walk, whatever it is. Just go out there and don't care what other people think because it really doesn't matter. It just matters what you think. Like if you're happy with your pace, whatever it is, then that's all that really matters. And my second tip is, what is slow running? Slow running could be walking. That could mean walking. I do a run walk for my runs. Like I did the turkey trot recently. I did a run walk, and that doesn't mean that I'm not pushing myself. Like that run walk that I did for the turkey trot, I was huffing and puffing. No matter what pace you're going, it's about your effort. So if you are putting in the effort, then you're good. So just make sure to go out there and know that slow running does not mean you're not pushing yourself. That means you could be pushing yourself at that pace. Don't use it as a last resort. Like if you're out there and just not pushing yourself, you still have to train in order to go at a slow pace. That's what I'm doing for my Rocky Raccoon 100. I'm trying to go at a slow pace. For me, means a 14-minute pace, 15-minute pace for a long time. And still, that's fast for me. Slow pace is going to be a pace that I'm going to be training to go for 100 miles. So, man, if I could go a 12-minute pace in an ultra marathon, that's super fast. That's sub 24 hours pretty much. So, pace is all relative again. My next tip to slow running is to have something to distract you from the slow running. Like I have been doing a lot of miles slow for my ultra marathon training. Like I've been doing 18 miles, 24 miles. I actually did 26 miles for slow running. And it does get a little bit boring out there because you are there for a long time. If you are a slower runner, meaning like 12 to 15 to 18-minute miles, that means you're going to be out there longer than these other people that are going a lot faster than you. If they're going a 60-minute mile, they'll be done almost half the time it takes you to do your 20 miler. So you're gonna be out there for a long time. That means you need something to distract yourself. Bring a friend along, maybe bring some headphones along, listen to a podcast, something to distract you from your run because you are gonna be out there for a long time. You're still gonna be pushing yourself, but it's gonna take a long time. And boredom does set in during a long run, especially if you're going for 4+ hours. Like my 18 miler the other day, it took me 4+ hours to do that. I needed something to distract me. That's why I use a podcast or even some music. So that's my next tip. My fourth tip is to embrace your slowness. Like I have embraced it here on my channel, sometimes whenever you post on Strava or something, you're like, I want to pause my watch, I want to do something else. I've seen people who have done a run walk with me, they will pause it every time I do a walk period just so they don't show how slow their run was. I don't care myself. You know, during a race, if you pause to go to the restroom, if you pause to do anything, the clock keeps on running. So who cares about what your time is? Don't pause your watch. Embrace your slowness. I've been embracing it. I've been enjoying it. Even people here on YouTube, they're watching me, and you know, I'm not the speediest guy. And even that, there have been like first or second place winners of a 10K. They come up to me and they're like, hey, I love your channel, I watch it. So even someone like me, someone like you who's a slower runner, you can be an inspiration to the faster runners out there. So embrace your slowness. I'm a slow runner now. And again, that's all relative. Slow is not a bad word. Slow is not a bad word. Slow is not a bad word. So my fifth tip for slow running is to have fun out there. Being a slower runner, you get to see more of the trails. You're out there longer, so you get to experience everything around you. You can hear the birds, hear the cars around you, hear the people laughing, listen to music, dance out there on the trails, and just have fun. And again, slow running does not mean easy running. I know as a slow runner myself, it takes work to go slow. And you know what? At the end of the day, slow running is just like regular running. Slow running is running. And again, slow is not a bad word. Walk, run, crawl, get out there and move. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're a slow runner like me, let me know in the comments down below. Don't be ashamed of it. Embrace it. Slow is still running. All right, guys, see you guys next one. Peace